All right, guys, today we're working on least common multiples. And so we need to go over some vocabulary so that you know what we're talking about here. So in your notes, it's chapter 8, lesson 5. For some reason. All right, so your first definition I want you guys to write down is multiple. Multiples are the product of a number and any other whole number. So for example, if I had 7 times 1, 7 would be a multiple. If I had 7 times 2, 14 would be the multiple. Okay, so those are multiples. Write that down. Then we have common multiple, and that just means that they're multiples that are shared between 2 or more numbers. For example, if I had 14 times 1 equals 14, 14 is a common multiple because this has it and this one has it. Okay? And then your last one is least common multiple. And so that just means the least multiple other than 0 that the numbers have in common. Okay? So write that down. Okay, so this is how it's going to work. I gave you examples here. So we have 7 and we have 14. The multiples of 7 are 7 times 1 is 7. We don't want to worry about the 7. Well, we can. 7 times 0 is 0. 7 times 1 is 7. 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times 2 is 21. 7 times 3 is 28. 7 times, did I say 3? That should be 4. 7 times 4 is 28. 7 times 5 is 35. We'll do 1. 7 times 6 is 42. Sometimes you have to list a lot of multiples, sometimes not as many multiples. Now we'll list the multiples of 14. So 0 times 14 is 0. 1 times 14 is 14. 2 times 14 is 28. And I can already see that there's some very big similarities here. So we never use zeros because remember it says other than 0. Where was that? Other than 0. So we don't want those zeros. There's no 7 here, but there's 1 there. But look, 14 matches, 28 matches, but we're looking for the least common multiple. So your LCM, your least common multiple of 7 and 14 is 14. Okay, let's try another one where we're comparing 3 numbers this time. So we have 5. I'm going to actually move this over here. Sorry. Start over. We have 5. We have 9. And we have 15. And I like how the book writes it down this way so we can clearly look at our list. It's almost like a chart. All right, so again, we don't need to worry about the zeros because we never look at those anyway. So we know that it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and I'm going to stop there for now. I might have to go higher later, I'm not sure. For 9, I know the multiples are 9, 18, 27, 36, 45. That got really high and there's no matches yet, so I'm going to continue on up here with the 5s. So 35, 40, 45, and look, I have a match here and here. Let's hope that 45 is going to match here down here with 15. So we have 15 plus 15 is 30, plus 15 is 45. So far I see that those are my only matches. So our LCM is 45. Okay. Now, that's the easy way to do this. There is a little bit of a tricky way, so I'm going to show you that in just a second. Okay, are you guys ready for where it gets a little complicated and yet awesome at the same time? Okay, that's my dog Bart crying because she doesn't like our new kitty. Hold on. Okay, it's not actually that she doesn't like the kitty, it's that he moves way too fast for her and she gets awfully upset. Okay, so right now we have to find the LCM of 6 and 15. Okay, so we want to find that. Now, I have a choice. I can just do what I did over on this other page and just list out the multiples, or we can try this new thing, which you're going to want to do a lot of times because this is going to be a huge time saver. So here's how it works. You do a prime factorization tree for 6 and for 15. Okay, so 6 prime factors are 2 and 3. Those are both prime. And 15 is 3 and 5. Again, they're both prime. Now you look for things that both numbers have in common. For example, there's a 3 here and there is a 3 here. Since there is 1 here and 1 here, you're going to get rid of 1 and keep 1. So since, again, there's 2 here, I'm going to get rid of 1 and keep 1. Now I look at this 2. There's no 2 over here, so I'm going to keep the 2. And I look at this 5. There's no 5 over here, so I'm going to keep this 5. Okay, and then I'm going to multiply it and see what I get. 5 times 2 is 10 times 3 is 30. My LCM is 30. The least common multiple is 30. And if you look at this, it's only 15. 15 times 2 would be 30. So, hey, look, you got your answer. Let's try a little bit of a harder one, only because we have 3 numbers. So we're just going to find the LCM of those 3 numbers. So 9 prime factors are 3 and 3. Prime factors of 12 are 3 and 4, but that's not a prime. So let's get 4 into 2 times 2. Prime factors of 15, we already know, are 3 and 5. So again, since we're looking for the LCM, that least common multiple, we're doing some work here. So I see a 3 here, a 3 here, and a 3 here. This has 2 3s, but we can't use that because this one doesn't match anything else. So we're going to circle this 3 that's common with this 3, which common with this 3. And remember, we get rid of all of them except for 1. So we'll have 3 comes down here. Now, are there any more 3s in the prime factors? And the answer is no, so we'll keep this one. Are there any 2s anywhere? Nope, so we need to keep these 2 2s. And there's no 5s anywhere, so we'll keep this 5. All right, seems like a lot of numbers to multiply, but we've totally got this. So we'll do working backwards here because I like 5s. They're easy to work with. 5 times 2 is 10. Times 2 is 20. Times 2 is 6, or times 20. Times 3 is 60. Times 3 is 180. And that is the LCM of these numbers. So this is the other way I would have had to do it. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45. Oh gosh, this is going to get hard. 54, 63, 72, 81. Then I'm like, oh gosh, okay, I've got 90, 99, 108. And this is hard. I'm just adding all these numbers. Like my brain's actually starting to hurt. So 108, then it would be 117. And I'm hoping the whole time that I don't make any mistakes here. So see how listing all these numbers is actually much more, that's my kitty right there, is much more difficult than actually doing this process up here. So remember, you keep anything that's common with all of them, except you get rid of everything except the 1. And then anything that's not common has to come down here and be multiplied. And I know this is super confusing. This is why I don't like working from home. I know this is super confusing, so please, please, please ask us for help. I think I'm going to do one more with you just straight off your work paper just in case. Let's do 16 and 20. Why not? Okay, so we have 16, we have 20, and I don't know if this is enough space to work because I feel like I'm going to need a lot more space. 16 is 4 times 4. Break those down into prime. 2 times 2. Oh my gosh. Kitties are so naughty. 2 times 2. And then over here we have 2 times 10. That becomes 2 times 5. Okay, so now look. We have 1, 2 here. 1, 2 here. So I'll get rid of 1. Keep 1. 1, 2 here. 1, 2 here. I'll get rid of 1 and keep 1. These 2's don't have anything over here, so I'll keep both of those. There's not a 5 over here, so I'll keep the 5. So now we have, oh my goodness. 5 times 2 is 10, times 2 is 20, times 2 is 40, times 2 is 80. Your LCM is 80. Hopefully you guys don't have a little kitten destroying your house at home. Let us know if you guys need help.